had restaurants open for longer, I think, right? Like Ron DeSantis is that his name? Ron DeSantis?
Yeah.
He
Um.
he's been really resistant to like masks and stuff, or at least demanding that people wear them. And our governor has demanded that like masks and stuff, or at least so people wear them.
Yeah. I see some places that differ from here. Some places are very lenient to it, and then other places are more constrict to it, which is good, like to be
Right.
constricted, because then you see now how the place is struggling now to keep it contained. So,
Yeah, dude. It's very weird. I am a college student that's just like home for the summer, and so I have not been going out a lot, and I've only been out to bars one time since COVID started in March.
yeah, I feel you
So
there.
it was
I,
so
I'm a
weird.
college I'm a college student myself, and without going to a
To a restaurant or a bar, cause before COVID, I was definitely clubbing all night, every night, and then the COVID just stopped everything. I was supposed to have a trip to Vegas, and it stopped that also. And I was very looking forward to it. Asking my barber, what's the latest spots to enjoy, as far as like he was telling me the drop where you glide over all the attractions.
the
Oh
yeah,
no!
COVID really stopped a lot of stuff.
Right? I mean, look at it, all the people that had stopped working.
Yeah.
Shoot, I'm still trying to figure out how is the government gonna fund everything that's been going on, as far as the stimulus checks, uh, and all the people that's unemployment.
I hope that there's a second round of stimulus checks. I
What?
love Bernie. Good chat, Steve. Uh, I love Bernie Sanders. You guys love Bernie?
Yeah, like it,
Uh, I just like really think that his wave of ideas is really gonna change, the Democratic Party from being so watered down Republican. You know what I'm saying?
you know what's crazy? The Democratic Party is like actually fighting with each other, but not even knowing it.
Yeah. Fucking the progressives and the neoliberals.
Hmm. They talking about how the Republicans are trying to get everything that they want into order, but while going through that, it's a process of how you're going to present it, and that whole process is leading towards a whole bunch of negatives, where it won't even profit the poor.
I definitely think I saw something. You can't just quote things you see online because they're doing this. But I saw something online that was do what? What did you say? Did he pop in there for a second?
I could have sworn he did. I could have sworn.
I just really think politicians are, I don't know, they're doing a very weird job of handling this stuff. It's
Hmm.
like
Well, very
especially with
few
like
are actually doing it to help people
Right. It's all about the government. How they can fund more money towards the government.
and make more money from being in government.
Exactly. And not just being in the government, even after they're out of the office.
Selling books and shit. But I feel like Bernie actually cares about people and has good solutions.
Yeah. Oh Lord.
Some good defense, but bad offense.
Oh, nah, not getting dunked though. Um,
You just making Jamal Murray cold.
oh,
Um,
oh, Rob.
like I said, not the biggest
Oh, he
fan,
pulled out
but
that
I
foul.
definitely think, like AOC, beat the shit out of that guy, the challenger, right? Or the girl, the
Mhm.
corporate candidate there, endorsed by.
Yeah. Oh my God.
Foul right there. Reaching, huh?
I'm rambling. Fuck big money. Go Bernie Sanders.
Hey, Tank just told me to hang in there.
Yeah.
But enough about politics, man.
Get out the game.
Yeah. How do you feel about the league that you're in? Far as like
Go ahead and make your shot. Oh.
Lord, that's everybody. If I give it to everybody, it'll be a whole lottery. But how do you feel about far as the players that you've been playing in the league?
It's been fun. I feel like we're all pretty competitive.
Mm.
Man, I gotta
Oh,
stop these
that was
blowouts getting out of hand.
Yeah, because
Shit getting out of hand.
you say it's been get out of hand. Why?
All these blowouts, bro. Like that's crazy. Like I should have had like at least 2 wins or 3 already. Like I don't know. Like my players just gave up in the fourth quarter or something. Like come on, Kyrie. Like you're supposed to be there for the fourth quarter.
Yeah, especially when he was hurt.
Exactly. And when he came back, he was supposed to play like he was back. Like he was back like for vengeance or something.
Mm-hmm.
But shit, I'm guessing that's what you get from Hall of Fame. That's when your true color show.
Ah. Yeah, your true color show, especially in game, and the playoffs is gonna be something even different.
Yeah, I could tell the playoffs are gonna be some other beast. Some
I
people gonna
haven't
go
had
all out
anyone.
for it.
I haven't
They
had
already
anyone
going on.
be
Oh,
rude or
straight
obnoxious
open,
or anything.
deep brain machine right there.
Mm.
He's good at that.
So, Lurch, have you made any trades during the league season?
Yes, I got Mr. Buddy Hield here. You need a shot? No.
You made it.
I got Jamal Murray and Buddy Hield and Hassan Whiteside for trade.
Mm.
Damn, you got Jamal Murray through a trade.
What was the last question?
Nah, that was the only question for right now. But the other question was how you feel about everybody that you've been playing against.
I think everybody's cool. I don't think I've played everyone yet. I've played a couple people multiple times. But everybody's been chill. I haven't had anybody quit either except that Nets game, and then I quit myself on D-Wade, like I said, which I felt bad about.
Right, right. The
But,
Portland Trailblazers.
yep. So I guess if you're asking about rules on that kind of thing or what I think,
Mm-hmm.
and it'll apply to me too. Like I said, I quit that game, but maybe we should not be allowed to quit even if it is a blowout.
Well,
Or on the other hand, we should
mm-hmm.
set a strict number for it being allowed to quit at. Like if
Right.
it's a 25-point game and that's not fun anymore, then we're allowed to quit.
Yeah, yeah. That's like
Oh well.
the unwritten rules that they have over there, in like actual sports. You know, oh, you hit 25, that's it. Okay, you done. You get the W.
Like the football rule with skunk. If you get 21, that is it. That is even if the player that is the 21 touchdowns quit, that your game just don't mean nothing and you lost, and it just counts.
It's not fun. You just want to shoot half-court shots once you're down 30.
Right, cause it ain't even no point no more. You just playing just for what, the skill? It ain't even a skill no more.
It ain't even no more skill. It's just you showing off. Oh, you can play.
Right. It's not even showing off that you could play. It's just showing off just to brag. Like if you was winning in 2K against somebody by 30 points, what's the point?
exactly. And in these games, y'all be running threes like y'all wide open from I guess practice. I'm like, whoa.
That's a whole scrimmage.
Well, and I know it's obviously based on the players, but I've told him I just know my career shot so well, and I
hmm
wish I could fucking bang him with everybody on this team. But obviously, you can't bang him with
Holy
everybody
butter
on any
pass.
team.
Right.
Like that should go in. That would go in on my career. You know what I mean? I don't know.
That was crazy. That was a well timed pass
Who?
taken. I oop three.
um, so how did you feel about the draft while we was doing it? You know, it was like 16 players, and everybody had from 1 to 30 consistently in your experience.
So how the question was how did I feel about how the draft went?
Yeah.
Uh, I think I'm hearing playback of the video that we're doing. uh,
Oh yeah.
but I think what you said was a good idea about having some kind of. Well, I don't know though, because then again, maybe it should be the reverse. Like, I mean, then people wouldn't want to win, but it feels like the people who are best shouldn't get the first pick because they'll definitely dominate over everyone. You know what I mean?
Right. So do you feel that it would be fair if the people who had got the first pick, second round, get the 30th pick?
Yeah, that's isn't that what like the NFL would do? Like, you get the first pick, but then in the second round,
Yeah, my
What?
brother was telling me that's what fantasy football does when I brought up doing this league.
Because I mean that really makes it fair. Because as far as in the picks, um,
Okay, sorry.
hey, listen, this the Magic, man. Anything can happen. But as far as with the picks, oh, and see, you just did it right back. You just did it right back. Um, as far as with the picks, it kind of makes it more fair because who expects the second pick to get the same pick as far as the second round? In the NFL, at least you get the consistent picks as far as if you traded the picks in the before season. At least you know that you did the pick.
Yeah, if you were to go from like
oh yeah.
fourth first pick gets last pick, second to last, all the way up to the middle, you know, and that would make sense. That way, everyone is getting a more well-distributed team, I guess.
Right, because you got more of a longer length, especially to feed your team and feed the competition. Because winning the easy game, it's no fun in that.
Right. Well, and to that point, maybe is a good idea to some way like look at the season's worst people, worst records, and let them get higher draft picks somehow. But I don't know if that's a good approach. I just feel like it would be more fun if the really good guys had to play with worse teams and had a really good team.
So you
So they
see,
would have more fun.
so basically in NFL terms, if somebody had the 49ers, but the season they were playing before was the Patriots and the Rams and the Ravens, if they got them or the Vikings, it'll be more competitive.
I know a little football. I think I got lost on that analogy.
I mean, I just started back playing football, and everybody's playing with Ravens, Packers. Who else? Patriots. It just been like the same story team. If they see them in the Super Bowl, that's who they play with and compete with also.
I'm telling you, when I hit my threes, I win games. When I guess anybody at this point that they win. But
Right.
I'm just,
As a matter of fact, that's just
who got shot?
That's just crazy because certain people play with certain teams. Like for 2K instance, we play with the Rockets, we play with the Trailblazers, we play with the Now I haven't seen nobody play with the Clippers except for you right now. The Lakers, the Nets, everybody that give them a boost advantage because of a certain player play for this certain team. Um, do you think that also play a tribute as far as the draft that has been considered with this season?
I didn't quite follow. What was that question?
Like far as the team selections, like because you see the Celtics have been picked, the no, not the Rockets. The Nets has been picked. The who else? A bunch of comp teams in the actual season been picked far as the draft.
Sorry, Stone, I was focused on the game. Try me one more time. Forgive me.
I understand. Like far as the Nets, the Heat, the Hawks, the Warriors, the Celtics. Do you think those play a big favor as in what type of teams are played in the now games of this league?
Do I think the teams themselves affect the games?
Right.
Like coaching staff and stuff?
Right.
Probably, right? Like I noticed that my coach has a defensive, well, damn it. Anyway, my coach has a defensive boost, and I feel like I've had pretty strong defense so far.
It has a defensive boost?
Well, at least an A rating. You know, you can look at the coaches and see what they have, what they're good at. So.
Right.
Look at that. I had a shot. I'm just going to go away.
See, this is what I'm talking about. Like the first quarter, you be all tight, and then in the second quarter, that's when they start pulling away. I'm like, where did this barrage of shots come from?
Well, a lot of players have volume shooter and badges like that. Yeah.
And that's the crazy part in this draft. Most of the badges players went out about the 5th round.
Yeah.
So picking from the rest of the draft is like randoms. It don't matter who it is. I could have Vince Carter, and we all know Vince Carter could dunk, he could shoot, and right now he it wouldn't matter. I mean, even though he now,
You want something else we can show them?
Yeah.
I feel like every time that I drive it on my career, and I'm not talking about myself, like passing or like we literally always score off taking it down the court on my career, and I cannot fucking get past anybody on this list. That's one of the weirdest parts for me. That's I play a lot of taking it back down court fast, and I just can't do that.
I'll beat that too. I would get right by the defender, like to the side of the like the baseline, not the baseline, but like the sideline, and I would get it straight to the rim, and then you try to do that here, and then people close out on you real quick. I'm like, what?
When did everybody get quiet?
Everybody have it. Oh, nice putback.
They usually slow defenders.
The who?
The slow defenders will also, have clamps.
Right.
For real, like you can't do this in real life, but in this game you're God. What's up?
Yeah, I mean that's crazy. And the Pacers, they was talking about how trash the game is. I mean, when I look at it, it could be trash, but you're gonna get the same content.
Like this, that would always go in on my game. I feel like any player can make it.
You know what? I had players on my team that just scored against you just now.
Yeah.
And I don't know where them boys came from. I picked them up from the free agency, as if it was a prospect pick.
I'll be missing with my main five, and then but on a game where I'm winning,
right.
I'll put in like my fucking, literally like not even in my first 10, you know what I'm saying? One of those last 3, and they're hitting their 3s. I'm like, what's happening right now? Like you said, they got no badges. Like,
no badges at all.
Look at me just passing back and forth.
Look at that. What the hell? I ain't even press triangle and he pushed you. I don't know.
I set up defense is good most of the season. I've never played in the league like this before, so
No.
I don't know.
So how would you rate from 1 to 10 on your my league experience for this season?
A 10.
What number did you give it?
A 10. Why not? Yeah, I don't. There's nothing that's bothered me with it.
Nah, I definitely.
There hasn't been any major like big things that have happened like bad or anything. So, except for like probably the lags, but that's from outside. You know the
Right.
man and the bad, whether they be influencing that. But
I don't even think that's outside. That's mostly 2K.
You guys,
Because for 2K, if you don't know,
substitution.
you have to have a certain bandwidth
yeah,
for you to continue the game. So once they 2K read a certain bandwidth, like say if it was thundering outside, and your bandwidth from 8 megabytes per second to like 5, it's gonna automatically throw you out the game and count down. Right, exactly.
I haven't made any subs the whole game. I'm so happy.
You haven't made what?
Any substitutions? I just made my first substitution.
Oh man,
Third quarter.
on here I found out real quick you have to make your mental substitutions.
Oh wow!
But 2K21, we are definitely working on that. we're definitely working on everybody as far as advisory and tips to make everything adjust to your type of gameplay.
so
Oh, why would you foul him? Why would you foul? Like that didn't make no sense to me just now. Oh,
Thank you, Chef Killer.
nah, that's missed, bro. I'm sorry. I am sorry. Um, who do you think in the this my league series of making far as the playoffs for a number 1 and 2 seed?
that's between. I'm pretty sure that's between number one Heat and number two, the Magic.
You think?
Close number two will be who's the third seed?
The Hawks, I believe.
The Hawks and the Nets will compete for that. They have a pretty good squad. I mean, the Nets are favored by LeBron, so of course they got a good squad. But the Hawks, they also got a good squad too.
Yeah.
I had checked the standings. They were 14-2. They were ripping.
What their record is?
Yeah, like last time I checked, it was like at the beginning it was 14-2. They have a good record right now. They could compete for the second or the first.
So what do you think?
Right now, top 14, I'm gonna go with the Heat. I'm gonna go the Magic, Hawks, and Nets. After that is wide open.
And I've beat both the Nets and the Heat, and I'm gonna beat Magic
I like the confidence.
this game as I'm close down.
But what about the Phoenix Suns?
Oh, look at that.
Did y'all play the Phoenix Suns? Yo, you beat the Suns, and I gotta give you a salute to that, boy, cause that's definitely a game. That is definitely a game. Kevin Durant was shooting on me. He got a whole bunch of secondaries. Aaron Gordon.
I've got Paul George for LeBron and Kawhi and all those dudes, scoring at the 2, 3, or 4.
Mm.
So that's like, fuck that.
The stars I got are basically like small. They don't have any like defense like that, but they got offensive prowess. But they're not no LeBron. But you know, this guy is the handle guy, Kyrie, and then you got CJ McCollum, and then you got Hayward. So.
For real, if I'm being frank, I feel competitive with everybody except for D-Wade in that one game. I'm telling you, I can't beat any guy play
Right.
We lost two. I lost. I mean, I'm not trying to front. Like someone, one person or two beat me by 15 or something, or 13. Silk beat me on that broadcast again by 13, and I was up by 3.5.
Right.
But anyway, I feel like I've lost fairly on all of them with my games. I'm not hitting my shots.
That was an embarrassing loss I had against Silk. 20. I was up 10 points on that on him, and I ended up losing in the fourth quarter. 20 points.
Well, it's impressive eruption on him the way he played on me.
And it was because I had put two centers in at the time, and it was Alex Len and DeMarcus Cousins, so they were holding him down. But then as the game wore on, he started playing, that 3-point game.
Miami is fun to play, but I don't think he's, like I said, just from that one game with the Raid, I don't think he's what this dude is going to do. But his big problem is how many big guys between Maker and then Bamba and Porzingis.
Right. What Porzingis, the rebounds he got off of me that game is crazy. From Karl Anthony Towns to Porzingis, I was like, what? That ain't even supposed to happen.
Porzingis too much favor in the height. I mean,
Porzingis has a couple inches on Karl Anthony Towns. I ain't gonna front you. And he has a better 3-point shooting for a big man,
Right.
And sometimes
the difference between these two modes. Yesterday, while I was waiting for between games, I played some Minecraft. And a friend invited me to the park, and I took him in it, and he got me 2 games. So I got another 2 games.
But not still.
And I'm telling you, the guys I was playing against were both elites, and the guy I was playing with was a second bitch and was playing horribly. They got to 18 and 3, the other guy quit, and I came back. I could not come back at 18 and 3 with any of my players. Right now, it works. I just know my player. I'm so used to that mode.
Right. And then the league, this league you just joined, just made it different. How you see everything, like the whole perspective.
And literally, perspective is different. Like when I'm playing ref, even, I can see people closing out more. I don't know, maybe I can mess with the camera settings on here, but I feel like the angles are different because it's just focused on your character.
Right.
And you can really see when you have a shot or not.
Right.
And you know your badges really well.
Right, because far as 2K21, 2K20, it was mostly all about badges. If you don't have the badge, you are a nobody. You're just a rookie, a pro, and an all-star in the park.
Yeah. I had to badge my dude up before he could fucking shoot anything. And I have the weirdest thing for me is, and I was talking to this the other day, it might have been Silk or D-Day, but I feel like it's really weird, and I'm complaining about my own character because I have 3-level lock. But it's not really fair that you can have a 73-point rating and be green and all over the court like that.
What's the rating?
I have mine's higher than that, but other people are playing with a 70. I have a 77 that I punched out through stats and using playing with these lockdowns, perimeter lockdown and rebounding wings, and be shooting just monsters, sharpshooters.
Right. They've been playing all the league, their whole life shooting threes out of nowhere, long range. Just like this, just like that, just like that, and I just called it. I just called it. Chris Paul can't make a 3 from out there with somebody in his face like that.
Yeah, I told you I wouldn't be able to focus while I was talking here. We'll see how next game goes. So.
Right. We got 3 more. We got 3 more games.
Yeah.
But that shows you how much.
I didn't even make a substitution for the third.
What?
No, my guys retired.
That don't make us. Did you? Oh, okay. I can see the problem with that because sadly in this league I did not see the settings where you had to make a coach setting to automatically substitute your players in based off of the minutes that you have your players playing.
I
True.
usually prefer, like when I'm playing online, I can go in, like I pause at the beginning and switch it to where I have to auto, do it. I
Right.
don't want those people at the very end of my bench going in the game.
For the coach settings.
Yeah, but I'm so used to it being on, and I'm just high, and I just move.
But listen, Florida is not legal yet for the hotness.
Come on, it's Florida, but it's not even here either.
I know. Kentucky ain't either.
Who knows?
What I
I'm just
mean?
saying, it's not here either.
That's
It'll be in Florida before Kentucky.
that is true. We might get way more petition rates, especially during COVID.
Especially now.
They
I mean,
suspect that it prevents you from getting COVID.
Exactly. From the test.
this,
No, pot. If you smoke pot, or like specifically high cannabinoid or high CBD, cannabinol or whatever. You know what I'm talking about? CBD products. Apparently, they affect the same receptor that the virus enters through and like doesn't allow it.
Right.
Seriously.
And
Come
that,
on. I'm telling you. I'm telling you.
that would be crazy.
I saw him that group earlier.
That's crazy. That is crazy. That is crazy.
I can't hit the broadside of a gun.
Lord.
what type of alley-oop is that?
I don't even know. That was no alley hoop. That was a football pass, man. That was a whole football pass that went in. Oh.
Shit. Give me that. See, he be taking the same shot that you be taking, and he still can't make. Like,
He made that though. He sure enough made that. Like a magic.
But I'm telling you, if I had Harden the way that I play, ooh. And I'm saying I'm very three simple. If I had Harden green for me when I take my shots,
Right.
instead of going fucking 1 for 11, if I was playing online with someone and they shot 1 for 11, man, I'm deep. Why am I shooting there?
But I mean, you could try to make a trade to Harden for Harden.
No, they don't reject that. No, they're not.
I mean, Harden is the person you talking about, Nev. Portland Trailblazers.
They won't allow that.
And actually, he can't make a trade because he is very hurt much right now.
Man, Paul George is pretty good. A lot of games he's making shots for me, but I'm telling you, he's just not bad stuff. Like, you're saying the badges are everything. My career player has top shooting badges.
So the only one that I see for my team that has a whole bunch of badges, 44 badges, that goes for Kyrie.
You said Kyrie Irving?
Yeah, Kyrie got 44 badges, a whole bunch of them for shooting and handles, like playmaking and all that type of stuff.
Right.
You wouldn't see, and then a couple of them for like. He's not like a blocking specialist or anything like that. He's more like in the offensive and playmaking and all that. Then the next one will be 27 for CJ.
C.J. McCollum?
Yeah, CJ McCollum. And then the third one that has the most badges will be Gordon Hayward. Other than that, the rest are like in the single digits. So Marcus Cousins got like 8. But like the defense and stuff like that. So. Like my bench consists most of like I've been looking like when I be making the trades I've been looking to see like in the stats like mid range like at least an A minus or something like that so they could be able to like shoot. I have a few of them that have like an A minus at 3-point shooting, but even having that they still miss their shots. Like, I'm pretty sure I just have them now for like defense.
I think so. I just put
Ooh.
A+. Isn't on this card, right?
Yeah, I'm 3 point.
But you gotta also think about the progressive range that we going through from the season.
True. Like I
Everything is up and
tried.
down. Yep.
Like what I did was I tried to just because Klay Thompson's in the Knicks, so I tried suggesting to the player, the guy that run for the Knicks. Oh, if you want to CJ McCollum or Klay Thompson, he counter offered that and tried to offer me Nikola Vucevic. The
What?
other guy, Nikola Vucevic for DeMarcus Cousins. I had to reject that personally, like, but I look at it and I see that Vucevic is he's a better shooter than DeMarcus. But DeMarcus is more of a defensive presence.
Look, I was gonna say, but shit my pants, dog. I thought it was about to get tough.
There you go.
So I want to know how confident are you with the playoffs? Because you definitely are a part of the starting 8.
Yeah. I feel alright. I need to honestly, I keep complaining about not knowing my player's shots. Isn't there a mode where I can go in and practice with them?
Of course.
I need to do that. And then
Even-
I feel that more confident.
Even.
I just run it out. Some games I just play like
But are you trying to do it like a freestyle with that player only, or are you trying to do it as a team with your simulation?
my starting five. I need to just know my starting 5 shots like I know my player's shot.
Yeah, you could. With this mod league, you could always go into a scrimmage as much as you want before you start playing the game, and just run it out through there. Far as the team, your team versus your own team. First scrimmage to the second scrimmage. I do think 2K should come with a player, because I know NBA Live do it, where you could have as many players as you want on the court and run that same game.
I just need to get to know my players, but if I could feel confident that I would make my open shots, which that's why I guess that's what I'm complaining about. Is that I don't feel like I can make my open shot consistently. Whereas on my career, I don't miss an open shot.
Nah, I definitely know. If you don't miss an opening shot in my career, why would you miss an open shot in playing games, quick game, and in this my league? If you already know that's going to green.
What do you mean?
Like, you'll get more green. You should get more greens in my league, especially being that it's more competitive. If you making the same,
Greens in my career?
nah. I mean, my career is just for, like, how can I say it? Toying with your toys. But you should, if you.
Your career.
Mm-hmm.
Do you think it should be easier to green on this mode?
Yeah, it should be. If you know the person's shot. If you know the person's shot, like if you know Paul George's shot, Buddy Hield's shot, Kyle Kuzma, Hassan Whiteside, if you know they shot, and you know that you green on that player when you're playing another mode, it should be the same as far as in the my league.
I wish that Paul George had gold, hot zone, and top limitless, and all that good shit, But yeah, I get you. I just need to learn the shots, like you're saying. But I think Paul George is a beast. I think I have a good starting lineup, and I think I feel pretty